Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Looking now at some numbers for Jason Tatum.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Jaime Jaquez out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Mitchell in at the point. And for Boston, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. Boston on offense. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
Shot clock at 3. White for 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's Jaquez with the ball for the Heat. Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, B.A., part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game. Yeah, he's more than just an interior scorer. Adebayo also has a nice jump shot that he will work in there from time to time.
To the paint. Here's Jaquez. That one is off. Good work defensively by White. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hero against Brown. The kick to Tatum. Powell with a steal. Pass to Hero. Back to Powell. Adebayo in the post. Defended by Hauser. Adebayo, no good. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
This guy has crazy hops. Brown levitates over the floor.
Hero on the wing. Adebayo, a screen on Brown. Hero finds Adebayo. Yep, that one's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Tatum looking it over. Launches it. White can't hit. And it's Jaquez with the ball from Miami. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Pass to Adebayo. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside, Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Outside Mitchell. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
White against Mitchell. Tatum from long range. Counted. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you.
And Ali, thanks.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Powell against White. Pass to Brown. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Hero for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
No, Hero is a great outside shooter, and that opens up everything for his team.
It's White with the drive. Here's Hauser. And Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Now here's Brown. A 38-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And not just exerting himself scoring the ball, also showing energy on defense as evidenced by his 3 steals on the game.
Adebayo, that's good.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
White, the pass to Tatum. Now Brown. He's guarded by Hero. The jump hook. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. Over the course of the last month, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. Number 1, the Celtics.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Shireman's checked in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for White. Miami making a switch here. Larson's checked in. And Miami has possession. They trail by 3. Adebayo from long range. Pure from three-point range. Adebayo's got 9.
That is smooth right there. Adebayo stretching the floor a little bit.
Here's Walsh. And again, Boston with the triple.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Shireman. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Pritchard. Here's Walsh. And again, Boston with the triple.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
It's Hero on the take. Here's Jaquez. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
Well, that's one thing about Jaquez. He is really competitive. Comes back with the answer at the three-point line.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for Miami, Norman Powell, he's checked in for Jaquez. And it's Smith in for Tyler Hero. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. And the Celtics lead by 6.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most. He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to the right wing. Here's Walsh. And again, Boston with the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Powell. He's scoreless. Smith outside. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Pritchard, the pass to Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Walsh has got 12.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pritchard with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Here's Walsh. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Miami also changing it up. Ware comes in for Adebayo. And Yakichonis subbed in for Smith. Pass to Powell. Here's Yakichonis. Defended by Pritchard. Here's Ware. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Pritchard. And that's now 7 points for Jason Tatum.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
We've got Jason Tatum. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Walsh in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The offensive rebound. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. No good with the triple. Boston leading by 9. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Wiggins with a steal. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. They're running. Pulls up for 3. And it's Shireman missing. Heat trail by 9. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Mitchell's checked in for Fontecchio.
Number 45.
And here's Mitchell. 8 points in his last time out. Out to Powell. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at Tatum. He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Heat trail by 7. Pass to Ware. Jacks up a 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Ware's got 9.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And Tatum drills the 3.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
Here's the floater. Out to Powell. Second chance effort. Boston with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Pritchard, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
That one's good from Powell. On the assist by Wiggins. Powell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Pass to Gonzalez. Powell with a steal. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Boston leading by 4. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said they got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Shireman. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Ware. And Tyler Hero's subbed in for Larson. White with the steal. And Boston pushing it up now. And the jam by Brown.
Out in the open, Brown's the guy you want finishing a break.
Heat trail by 9. Outside Mitchell. And he lobs it up. Ooh, Adebayo, a monster jam.
Just beautiful teamwork right there. Adebayo with perfect timing on that jump.
And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5. And his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
There's Tatum with the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And here's Brown for 3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Celtics lead by 16. Pass to White from deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
checked in for Miami. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. Fifth best, the Celtics.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
Hero finds Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo, and when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
Now here's White, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. The kick to Tatum, puts up a three, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Outside Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Here's Adebayo. And the shot falls short that time.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Tatum passes to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Outside Brown. Outside Tatum, 6 to shoot. Shoots over Wiggins. And it's Tatum missing. Adebayo in the post. He's guarded by White. Count it.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Garza comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Miami also changing it up. Jaquez is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Norman Powell subbed in for Larson.
There's the attacking, aggressive style that Brown brings onto the floor. Give him a lane to the hoop, and he'll take it.
Back to Hero. Right side Jaquez. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Buries it down low. Adebayo's got 8 here in this quarter.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Goes back up. Outside White. There's the 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Mitchell. Wing shot on the way. The rebound, Celtics. Keita's got 4 rebounds now. Brown passes to Keita. White for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 18. Powell for 3. Dives for it. Garza grabs the board.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Brown finds White. Over Mitchell. Boston, no good that time either. Miami has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Hero, the pass to Mitchell. Left side Adebayo. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now White. It's Brown on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Training 5 threes in that quarter. 5. This guy's locked in. Back to the game after this break.
And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is changing focus now to the tough first half for the Heat?
If they watch film, they lose.
Glad you could join us. Ryan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the 2. Powell for 3. Excellent D there from Hauser.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Jaquez with it. Picked up by Tatum. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Elbow shot. Boston pulls it in.
And that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Tatum finds White over Mitchell, and Hero grabs the board. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Grant, since he's come into the league, what jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
Here's White. Miami making their last shot. Here's Brown. Boston, no good that time either. To the inside. Here's Powell. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Now Now here's Hauser, averaging around 5 points a game. Fires in the triple.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, we all know how much teams lean on their shooting guards to score the ball consistently. Here's a look at the two guards who have been filling it up this season. Third is Tyler Hero.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
Well, it's part of the nature of that position. Your team needs to be able to pencil in a certain number of points from that spot.
Adebayo, that's good.
Man, just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Boston, they're currently holding on to the third best record in the conference. And checking out Miami, quite a bit of space between these two.
I think for the Heat, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
Boston leading by 20. Now here's White. He's got 5. Brown, that's good.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Mitchell against White. Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Mitchell against White. Outside Tatum. Here's the 3. The shot misses. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. 4-3. And again, no good by Miami. Boston has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. And here's Brown for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brown's got 9 points now in the second half. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Hero. Up and in on the layup.
And around the basket, Tyler Hero is a very creative finisher.
Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back over to you, Brian.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular. Oh,
man! You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Hero for 3. Drills it from deep. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
White drives in. The Heat making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Heat on D. Tatum passes to Brown. Over Powell. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
5 to shoot. The 3. Oh, great D that time from Powell. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That'll be a second foul of the game. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Caden.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 4, Nikola Vucevic.
Down low. That's good from Powell on the assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's an 18-point lead. And here's Brown for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Brown's got 30.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Shireman comes in for Hauser, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Derek White. And becoming a real offensive engine, Tim. Tyler Hero, great on or off the ball?
Yeah, Brian, he can go deep into his bag, and he's showing an increased patience. That is reflected in his efficiency and his assist rate.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Jaquez. No good with the elbow jumper. Celtics lead by 18. Outside, Brown. He shoots. Tatum, good. 29 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
That one drops for him.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Celtics have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Vucevic finds Brown. Shoots over Powell. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Outside Tatum. Here's Shireman. No good on the 3. Heat trail by 20. Wiggins down low. Tatum's there. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Ware's checked in for Miami. Larson comes in for Jaquez. Ware the screen. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Brown.
Whoa!
Yeah, tonight has been all about Jaylen Brown, a legit star in this league.
So it's Miami now. Powell outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got 12.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
It's Brown on the wing. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
1:03 left in the third. Nice ball movement by Boston. And he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 38 points.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Pass to Powell. Kicks it to Hero from outside the arc. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in.
Yeah. From that range.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Brown for 3. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wiggins. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, his team loves to see that. Wiggins attacking with force.
Right side Brown. Back to Pritchard. 3-pointer. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Boston ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallied.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Walsh in at power forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And that's now 26 points for Bam Adebayo. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. The drive by Tatum. Over to the wing. Lets the three fly. Walsh can't get it to go. Heat trail by 21. Pass to Ware. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Walsh nails it from beyond the arc.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
To the wing, right side. Let's go with a three. Boston pulls it in. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Pass to Tatum. The three ball. Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 32 points.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Wiggins outside. Adebayo a screen on Tatum. Back to Adebayo. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Adebayo's got 9 points here in the second half.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Pass to Walsh. Takes a three. Larson with a rebound.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Wiggins outside. Fires the three. No good that time.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And here's Tatum. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Wiggins from long range. Outside Jaquez. Three-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Tatum. Takes it inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And what a drive by Tatum. Striking suddenly and slamming it in before the defense can get in his way.
They set a pick. Outside Jaquez. The three from Mitchell. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's the triple. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now. Outside Jaquez. Back to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Jaquez finds Mitchell. Launches a three. Jaquez no good. Boston leading by 23. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Mitchell. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. Can really get up there.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Tatum. Some solid D from Jaquez. And Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Walsh. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Miami also changing it up. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Powell comes in for Larson. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Mitchell. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
The previous play is underway.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Let's take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And now to present our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Mitchell with the ball, now guarded by White, and it's Mitchell penetrating. Here's Adebayo. Jaquez controls the rebound and the putback.
And that's why it's important sometimes to read your own miss. Jaquez Jr. really smart to collect that and then cash in.
And here's Brown for three. He drops it from range. Brown's got 43 points.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Outside Mitchell. Got a piece of it. White against Mitchell. Pass to Hauser. Outside Brown. It's stolen by Jaquez. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
Celtics on D. Something the league has worked towards. Seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Pass to Hero for three. Boston pulls it in. 1:52 left to play in the fourth. Here's Walsh, checked by Mitchell. Walsh can't get it to go. Heat shooting just 37% since the fourth quarter got started. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Vucevic. Adebayo, that's good.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Tries to break his ice. Up again. The putback. How about the activity? And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's an 18-point game. Rebounded by Adebayo. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Boston foul. Gonzalez. First personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Smith against Pritchard. Wiggins looking around. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
And again, another missed shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One playing with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.